Beat it up.
Cause then you have a song that came out before all of the Wu-Tang?
No, I didn't actually come out before Wu-Tang as a group, you know what I mean? But I was moving around, you know what I'm saying? So I was like hanging with Kane. So I was, you know what I'm saying? I was writing for Raven Simone. So I was like, you know what I'm saying, moving around the industry, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I got my deal, and then the Clan that came and put Check Your Neck out first. And then I came out the following year with my single, but I was already, you know, in the industry, and I already had my deal and stuff like that. You know, again, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, most people would look at it and think that, yo, Wu-Tang came and popped and then came back and put the Rugged Child on. Even though there was my big brothers and they did put me on because they taught me a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I had a record deal, you know what I'm saying, before Wu-Tang went mainstream, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't remember the details of it, but you know, like I didn't know that you had a certain amount of, you know, of accomplishments before and aside from Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? So I couldn't put my finger on the specifics of it, but like and that's a big deal because you was young and you was grinding, and you know that's hard. Like I mean, like you probably I would assume you had somebody, you know, like somebody older than you, you know, pushing you, pushing with you.
Well, it was my mentors, you know what I'm saying? I was blessed. I had Mercury from the Force MDs. I had the Prince Rakim, who was the RZA, and I had R&S. So between those, and I had Guy Route. You know what I'm saying?
That's my man. Shout out to Guy.
So between all and Big Wigs and them, right? So within all of them, it's me. Cause I was the kid around them like this. I used to ride in the van with Rakim to Tommy Boy and just sit around there and just look and listen and be in meetings and just learning the business, you know what I'm saying? So that was never really my issues. My issues came when real life was parallel happening for me. So, you know, there was things of my evolution that I was immature in a lot of ways. I was mature in a lot of ways, but I was immature in a lot of ways because I didn't have the typical childhood like people had. You know what I'm saying? So even I was still doing kid shit when I shouldn't have been doing kid shit, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what happens, and then you find yourself in, you know what I'm saying, a lot of trouble sometimes when you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I've been in some shit. I could relate. Are you willing to get into that a little bit? Cause
man, hopefully, man, because my duty is to civilize, man, and probably save somebody. You know what I'm saying, from that walk, man, because that shit is real, man. That shit is worth it. Everything moves on. Moves on, and that's the pain. You know what I'm saying? And then you come back and you're trying to get it all back together and make it all make sense.
Yeah, I see you doing well though. Like I see, you know, it's a look. You know, it's the look. You know what I mean? Like you can see it on like a lot of dudes. They come home. You know what I mean? And you know, it's hard for them to readjust. You know what I'm saying? You seem to be doing great at it, brother. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what I do the same thing I did in there, because I realized that's the micro of out here is the macro. It's the same difference. You got niggas posted up. You got drug deals going down. You got gang banging going down. You got prostitution. You got anything that's going on out here is going on there. Police brutality, you name it. So in order to survive in that type of environment, you had to be aware, and always on point, and always watching, and to and from. You know what I'm saying? Because just lingering around, you can, next thing you know, just standing around, just talking for no reason, idle, just being idle for no reason, you find yourself in a riot. You know what I'm saying? Just in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So,
how long did you do? Pardon me for cutting your wisdom. How long?
On my second one, I did 6 years on a 7 to 14 sentence. I had 2 sentences. It sounds weird, my sentencing, because it really was. I had two separate indictments, and I had a determinate sentence running concurrent with an indeterminate sentence. So what that means basically, then if they run into concurrent, it becomes one sentence with an aggregated minimum and an aggregated maximum. So yeah.
What were your charges?
I pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the second degree and criminal possession of a firearm in a second degree with intent to cause bodily harm.
Yeah, that's heavy stuff.
That shit sounds crazy, but all it was a couple of I'm not trying to minimize it, but I'm not a criminal, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm really not a criminal. I just made bad choices, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just want to speak English right quick, and we got
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's how we perceive things, you know what I'm saying? Like, what like back, like I used to think like this. All right, something happens, let me get a gun, let me hold myself down, right? And stay in the mix. That's the stupidest shit you could do. Right. Why get the gun? Forget the gun, just uproot and remove myself from the whole situation. I ain't gotta go to jail, I ain't gotta hurt nobody or get hurt. But my mind didn't work that way then. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. I was like, yo, whatever, let's go to war. You know what I'm saying? But that's stupid. You uproot and go.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? Part of your growth, you know what I'm saying? You start to, you know, and that's I remember I was up for the parole board, right? And I told him, I said, you know, the strangest things that used to happen to me, I used to get myself in all type of things and then worry about the consequence and be like, how am I gonna get out of this? Now I think about the consequence before I even put myself in the situation. Before I go to a party, before I go to a store, before I go to a neighborhood, I'm like, all right, what am I going there for? Asset liabilities.
Right.
If it's costing me more to go, then I shouldn't go. Whether it's financially, whether it's going to be emotionally, whether it's going to be whatever. If it's costing me more than I'm gaining, it's not good for me. With every situation in life, you have to look at it like that. Everything.
No, that's facts. Facts.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it be hard though, because you love people, you love things, right? So here it is, somebody's having a barbecue around the way, and you want to go, you want to support, but it's kind of in that area. You know what I'm saying? That it can happen. So now if you put yourself there and it happens, you responsible too. You get the bullet in your leg. It's like, damn, I should not even been on that corner. Like I played myself. I live all the way to hell. Yo, the police used to lock me up and say, what the hell are you even doing over here? Your address is all the way over here. What are you?
I mean, I feel you, but I mean, like, you know, we naturally want to. I mean, we born with a natural desire for freedom. You know what I mean? And in us, you know, as you know, we growing up, the fucking world is sending us mixed messages, telling us we could do whatever we want, you know what I mean? But you can't walk down the block and shit. That's contradicting and shit. So it takes the growth. It takes to grow up and grow through the shit to be able to decipher, you know what I mean, that the truth ain't necessarily always the truth. Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but they ain't tell you about the consequences and why you shouldn't do some of those things you want to do. And you got to learn all that shit on your own. So, you know, I mean, anybody, you know, all of us who've been through shit like that, because I'm sure everybody on this fucking in here has, you know, and anybody else listening or watching, like, you know, it's okay. Like, you know, have some compassion for yourself, because this shit don't come with no rule book. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it really don't. I mean, like, you got, you know, we study lessons. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, a whole bunch of different kind of lessons. You know, we study religions and all kinds of, you know, you get the fucking lessons you get in school. You get lessons, you know, our 5% lessons. I'm sure Shyheim know backwards and forwards and shit, but living living that shit is different. It's you know, it takes some living to really learn. You understand what I'm saying?
Because I knew it. I knew right from wrong. I didn't know it. But that's the whole, that's the thing when you go, right, you can know something, right? But knowing something and not doing nothing about it and putting application to it is just idle knowledge. It's once you put that knowledge into activation, that's when you get wisdom. And only then you can have the understanding of what that thing is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Wow.
So the action, when you do the action, whether you fail, whatever your intentions is a failure or a fucking success or whatever, however you view it, that's, you got to go through that, because that's going to give you the understanding.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You'll understand it better after you go through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, living out in the West is a completely different kind of environment. So we like just a regular everyday going to the store could end up being on some craziness if you ain't really watching your environment and the people around us. Like, everything looks like it ain't the hood. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know what you can get caught into. So I pull up to a station, see any wrong looking characters standing outside, I'll pull up and go to another gas station now. Instead of back in the day, I'd have just walked in that piece on some like, what's happening, homie, and just do my thing and feel like if something was to happen, whatever, nigga, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
As a grown man, you avoid all of those situations knowing that they could be avoided, rather than just saying like, I know how to handle myself.
Well. Right now, if you're getting in any type of compensation in your 40s, man, you just like, I mean, really, what's good? I mean, I don't even know a reason I would have a problem with somebody. I don't have no issues with nothing.
Exactly.
So, that's some kid shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that kids is out there wilding. I got to stay away from them young boys. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a young boy and I didn't give a fuck neither. I was boss and I was doing whatever I wanted to do. I didn't listen to what. And then they got $2 too. They got $2. It was great.
You all the way turned.
You know what I mean? A little dust and $2, nigga, and a hammer. We in the prison again. God damn.
Right. I got a question, right? I'm gonna bust this right turn right quick, right? I'm in New York, so I wish you in the video for that song.
Thank you for listening to Monsta Mondayz podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, The Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Vinyl Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.